What up? What up? What's up, family? What's good? What up? Top of the top. ASAP Auto Jeanette. Say, yeah, I'm starting out late again. Not really late. It's just that this is one of those serious weeks. People got to understand that sometimes you got good weeks, you got bad weeks, you got good days, you got bad days. This is one of them bad weeks. What's up? Good morning. I went to bed early and still got up late. It's like I ain't want to get up. But we here. And I told you that this is a serious week. It's not really too much funny stuff going on. It's not too much entertainment. Shit getting real. Should I say things are getting real? But we already knew that was going to happen. We already knew things are going to get nasty before it get better. So you just strap up for the ride. That's what it is. Now, we also got to understand, in my opinion, since we saw that blood moon, what you've been seeing since you saw that, since you heard about that blood moon, what you've been seeing. All right. Good to see y'all this morning. Thank y'all for staying in tune, staying ready. And we're going to get to it today. Good morning, Miss Jackie. Good morning, all the queens. I see y'all early. I see the bros too. But we here. So today, once again, it's not going to be too long, but who knows? I'm just going to talk about what I see and what's going on, what's the latest news. Now, we already know about the mass shooting we heard about yesterday that happened in Texas. I've heard different numbers. The numbers I've just heard is 21 dead. Out of those 21 dead, they saying 19 are children. And once again, another sicko picked up a gun and started going crazy. And his name is Salvador Ramos. Salvador Ramos. Whatever. We get into that. I'm also going to touch on a story I was going to touch on yesterday. It was unreported. It was 4 teens found dead in a small town in South Carolina. All 4 of these teens hung together. They were together. They were cool with each other, but all 4 of them was found dead in the same day in pairs of 2s in 2 separate locations. And these teenagers were 15 and 19 years old. So it's been a lot of mass killing going on. Some is quiet, some is out there, some not. But it's been a lot of teens getting slaughtered. Good morning, Rondell. I'm gonna be talking about that because this particular story I was going to touch on before the mass shooting even happened. So we're going to get into how it's a lot of mass shootings going on. And like I said, we can see that the sky is getting dark. It's getting dark out here. Also, something else I was paying attention to, just thinking how I think. And I noticed, I didn't know that Tesla had a big warehouse in Buffalo. And it was just mighty funny how Elon Musk was going through all that drama last week. Elon Musk going through drama because he bought Twitter. They say a lot of his stocks have been dropping. And Elon Musk is the man who brought you Tesla. And Tesla, one of their biggest plants in America, is in Buffalo. And just so happened the same week that shooting happened, Elon Musk, all some of his stocks been taking dives. And a lot of people are mad at Elon Musk as well. We'll talk about that. I'm also going to talk about the Juneteenth ice cream at Walmart, the joke. I posted when I first saw it was for sale, and I posted yesterday when they took it off the shelf. But these are just games they play to see how stupid you are. That's it. See if you woke or if you're stupid. Saying, God, what's good, Mr. X? I'm gonna get into these little topics, man. I'm gonna keep it pushing, man. I'm telling y'all, man, it's getting real out here. It ain't a joke no more. It never was a joke, but it ain't a joke right now. That's all I'm trying to tell people, man. Also, in Louisville, Kentucky, they found 8.5 kilos of fentanyl. Long story short, they saying it's enough fatty to kill 4,250,000 people. And once again, the opioid epidemic, it has not stopped. They've been making major busts every single day. All of these synthetic drugs laced up to headed to a hood near you. And some people would say this is another warfare. There's too many warfares going on right now. I'm trying to tell you, that's why, in my opinion, if you stupid, if you're not aware, man, I don't care what you call yourself. Everybody ain't gonna make it through this one right here. That's all I'm saying, man. Yeah, it's repetitive, but this is the truth. And then meanwhile, on a good note of things, the U.S. House of Representatives are trying to pass the marijuana reform bill, where marijuana will be removed off the federal list of being a controlled substance. In layman's terms, they try to make it where you can smoke weed all over America and you won't get in trouble. It's going to be legal all over. So we're going to get into this without further ado. It's the 4 Fame Live, episode 182, top of the top. We back at it again. Man, it is what it is. Let's go. We got another weirdo. Now, we had so far we had a mass shooting in almost every department, almost. Right? We had the black neighborhood. This is Hispanic school mostly. We had the Filipino or the people from Taiwan. They got their church shot up. We're seeing mass shootings left and right. And this is once again, this is Pandora's box. A lot of people feel like this has something to do with gun control. A lot of people feel like it's just weirdos getting their hands on guns. But remember, we spoke about it being Mental Health Awareness Month, and I told you be aware of a lot of mentally challenged people out here walking around. And we're seeing it more and more. Now, the first thing they said about this particular individual named Salvador Ramos, just so happens Salvador is the home of MS-13, but that ain't got nothing to do with this. But they say this man, this sick teenager, whatever, they say he shot his grandmother first before he pulled up at the school. They said he shot his grandmother first, then went to the school with a rage, crashed into the school, and they claim he went class by class shooting children with an AR-15. That's what they say he did. I don't know how he was able to get to the school. That's not the point. The point is these schools, they do need security. They need officers strapped outside the door now. That's what it's looking like to me. They saying this young man or this young demon shot his grandmother, rushed to the school, went into school, going class by class shooting. Then they said at the end he got into a shootout with the police, and that's where they allegedly took his life. And they always come strapped up, ready for war when it's already over, already be too late. They do this every time. They know everything about drill rappers. They know everything about black kids. But when it comes to all these other mass shooting, these mass weirdos, and these other particular shooters and killers, nobody never know nothing until it's too late. But that ain't nothing new. That is nothing new. Now, the horrific mass shooting at a Texas elementary school has claimed the lives. As of now, they saying altogether 21 dead, and they saying 3 adults. The suspect, Salvador Ramos, 18 years old, was killed by police in a shootout after he went from class to class, shooting up the scene, shooting up the school. Now, that's why I remember we had I was talking about this last week. We was chopping up, and I was talking about how, yes, a lot of stuff has to do with race, but a lot of this stuff, it doesn't have nothing to do with race. A lot of this got to do with savage people, human beings that have went lower than low, that are under demonic influences of all different races. They work for the same demon. And I told you, you know these people by their works, by the stuff they do. That's who they are. So once again, another man. Now this mass shooting had to top the Buffalo mass shooting. But we seeing a trend of what? Regular civilians that do not have protection. We had the conversation about what? Nobody's protecting the women and the children. So when you see a elementary school get shot up, because people drop their kids off to go to school to get an education, they're in the care of the school, but now it's no guarantee when your kids go to school they're going to make it home. They also said that the last day of school was tomorrow. So a couple of days before the school year end, school year end in a mass shooting. All from a weirdo named Salvador. Now, we're not going to sit here and try to figure out what was in his mind to do something like that, but all you got to know is he shot his grandmother first at the crib, then went on a rage, and they claim he just bought the AR-15 for his 18th birthday. And we know we've been hearing a lot about gun control, and I'm seeing how they are having a problem. It looks to me like it's something with teens getting guns they trying to stop. I think allegedly soon they're gonna make it where kids they gotta be older to get their first gun. But in certain states, when you're 18, you can get a gun. So once again, they say on his 18th birthday, he bought a new handgun. The shooter that shot in Buffalo, he was 18 years old. So now people that's 18 years old have nothing to do better but want to buy guns and shoot up stuff. And the black kids in the hood, they want to turn 18. They want to shoot up the block with ghost guns and rap. So we're seeing a trend of teenagers portrayed to be futuristic monsters. So when we hear all these sayings about the children of the future, it don't look like that right now, do it? So I'm asking, what is going on out here? What is really going on? Is everything going haywire in America? Is America losing structure? Is it collapsing? These are questions. I don't know, and I might not never get the answers, but this is how I'm looking at. I'm looking at it right now. It is no security. I'm telling you, everybody for themselves. But y'all know I already been talking about that. We see a time and time again. It's all this law enforcement. Like, when when it was protesting going on and people was breaking in stores and burning fires and looting, you seen all the police. You always see the police or law enforcement when it comes to certain things. But when stuff is major, they're never nowhere around ready for war. They always come Johnny come lately when everything is already over. So this individual was able to go from class to class to class to class after shooting his grandmother. And amazingly, after he shot his grandmother and got in the car, he didn't get chased down and stop right there. Most people in the hood, you do one little thing, the police on you so fast. You ain't even got to do nothing. You can just threaten somebody. They on your ass. This man shot his grandmother, was able to pull up at a school, then walk on the school with the gun, class by class by class. So my point is, what are the authorities actually doing? And why they don't profile people like this? Why they don't study their background? Why they don't put extra attention on him? Oh, because he's not a gang member, I guess. He's not in a gang. He's not a rapper. I haven't heard of one drill rapper doing nothing like this yet. I haven't heard of one person from the hood doing no mass shooting. Yeah, dudes in the hood let off massive bullets, but they don't hit a lot. So what's going on? In my opinion, America is going wild. But this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. Now we're going to look at how it's a demonic frequency on the planet. That's what it is. And I'm telling you what it is. People are choosing their sides. That's it. Because we already know something got to be going on in your mind. You got to think different and see things different in life for you to even walk into a school with that type of drama. Now, mind you, he's 18. He didn't go to a high school. He went to an elementary school where little kids be at. Showing you the pattern of a lunatic. And ever since that lunar moon turned red, that's all you've been seeing is lunatics shedding blood. That's it. But like I said, this ain't no entertainment. This is real talk right now. So that's what people don't want to hear. Now, in South Carolina, 2 days ago, I was going to speak on this yesterday, before the mass shooting took place in Texas. Now, we got to go to South Carolina real quick. In this particular town, 4 teenagers were found dead. 4 black teenagers. And they was, come to find out, they were all cool with each other, ages 15 to 19. But when they found their bodies blocks away. They found two boys together spread out, and they found the other 2 a couple miles down spread out, but they all knew each other. And nobody knows how they got killed. Nobody knows what's going on. 4 black teens slaughtered and found in the bushes, in the ditch. Nobody know nothing. 15 and 19. And they said they all knew each other. But this is the point. We talk about this population deduction. We talk about all of these mass killings. We talk about how these numbers are tallying up either way you look at it. And just so happen most of these numbers are teenagers. And a lot of this is happening under suspicious circumstances. Now, how could 4 teenage boys be found dead and found scattered apart at one time and nobody don't know nothing? Could this have been a racial killing? Could this have been the works of the Ku Klux Klan? Once again, unsolved mysteries. The point of the matter is, we see what? people losing their life. We see the youth being slaughtered. Not only are the youth being slaughtered, they being rounded up. We've seen so many teenagers lately rounded up and indicted, and they getting put on them ships. Yesterday in the Bronx, it was another indictment. But they say 21 to 23 people being rounded up. And the thing that's crazy in that indictment, the particular indictment in New York City in the Bronx, one of the things which led to the indictment is the killing of a pigeon online. They killed the bird online to get 100 likes. That was part of their indictment. We have never heard of nothing stupid as that. But that's part of what got them indicted, killing a bird online. As well as other things that happened, like some happened in the jail. My point is they went back like 2 years. Everybody that was wilding out during the pandemic, they backtracked 2 years within the pandemic, and this is how they've been catching a lot of people. Because people have been wilding out in the pandemic. A lot of these young boys have been wilding out, and a lot of these young boys have put indictments on themselves. Therefore, they're being rounded up. And this happening all over America. They're being rounded up and killed. But in this small town of Chicago, 4 dead teens, 15 and 19, found scattered apart. Nobody know who did what, know nothing. Just 4 black teens found dead. And that happened before the mass shooting that happened yesterday. So it's been a bloody week so far. And it's not finished. It's not over. Now, we were just talking about yesterday how I was talking about how they on Hillary Clinton's neck right now for her lying, using the FBI to spread lies to the media. I told you she's been the #1 topic trending this week, but they've been trying to downplay that lately, the past couple of days, because now we got bigger news than that. Also, I told you how they was going hard on the monkeypox the past 2 days. And I told you it was particular people in America getting fed up with all these games that's being played. Now, all of a sudden, we got some news to trump all of that stuff, to overthrow all of that stuff that's been going on, that's been trending. I see the people on the news saying how this is so sad, and I'm so tired of this happening. Even though they keep reporting on it and keep stretching it all out, because this news keeps the media engines going. They're going to keep talking about this. They love when they get news like this. But my point is the matter. You see a lot of fake love and people fake concern about stuff. Now, let me make this clear. This is horrific. This is very traumatizing. But we know the trauma is going to continue because the trauma is what creates the mental health issues that we're already having in America. Trauma. Everybody has trauma. Trauma, pain, suffering. That's the button they push, and they're going to keep pushing it. Because it's all about what? Distractions. We already spoke about what's really going on. Like the next story, and this relates to everything. Now, in Louisville, Kentucky to be exact, the Metro Police found 8.5 kilos of fentanyl and 20 to 30,000 pressed fentanyl pills. Now, they say that 1 kilo of fentanyl could kill 500,000 people. So they saying, being that they got 8.5 kilos off the street, they basically saying it could have estimated to 4,250,000 overdoses. And this was captured in Louisville, Kentucky. But for those that know, a lot of this stuff is coming out of California. That's why I've been reporting on all of the biggest busts. Now, we got to understand there's been a lot of big busts of this fentanyl and every other drug that is laced with it. But people are going to California to get the shipments, and they're getting caught all over America, all in the Midwest, from Arizona, Oklahoma. Ohio, southern Midwest, stuff like Louisville. They've been getting caught left and right trying to bring the shipments back to the East Coast. And a lot of them not making it. But the point of the matter is, do you not see the warfare of the fentanyl? I'm telling you, people that listen to me know I've been talking about this for months. The whole plan by the summer, before the end of the year, every hood will be flooded with tainted drugs, with fentanyl. This is poison. We know drugs are poison, but this is synthetic drugs that are 2-time poison. And just so happened, the manufacturer allegedly of fentanyl is where? China. I already spoke about this. You see, I told you China's sitting at the top right now. They got all your products under control. They got all the money. They already got everything snatched up. And now they flooding America with fentanyl, allegedly, through the Mexico border going straight to Cali. Fentanyl is manufactured in China. But now you see all of this fentanyl flooding America. Somebody got caught with 8.5 kilos. But this ain't the only bust. There's been more and more happening every day. Also, 2 women got caught yesterday with 500,000 fentanyl pills. They got caught in Arizona in a traffic stop with their kids in the car. 500,000, that's a whole nother. Don't you understand that this fentanyl will kill your ass? It's going to kill a lot of people. Overdose. I told you, when they told you about the overdose epidemic, it ain't what's going on. Sometimes they tell you what's about to happen. And all drugs are laced with this particular fentanyl. So left and right, they've been catching people, but guess what? Some been slipping through the cracks. They said this particular load was enough fentanyl to have 4 million plus people OD. Now, mind you, this is just one city, one state where they got caught at. It's all over America right now. But the thing is, a lot of it is not making it to the East Coast because they're getting caught. That's why anybody trying to drug traffic right now, it's going to be hard for you to move that work, because they already know all the pipelines and they're watching all the pipelines for drug movement and for gun movement. I told you at these days, they're going to slow down every which way you thought you was going to make money in the hood. They're going to stop the bank. So that's why, look, each and every day, we hitting the tip of the iceberg. You see? The American dream is now the American nightmare. And it's looking to me like America has gone wild and it has no more structure. The powers that be, they sitting up, they talking, they doing a lot of talking. But in reality, it's nothing really getting done fast as people want it to be done. You see? That's right. The fentanyl or the fentanyl is coming from China, touching down to Mexico because they permitted to be shipped there. It can't be shipped here. It get to Mexico, the big cartels, the big gangs get first dibs on it, and they get to pushing that work through California, Arizona, things of that nature for everybody to come get some. And now when the people come get some, not only are you going to get life trying to get it, when it do hit the street, your whole city, your hood going to be collapsing. Because not only do they, look, let's say a couple of years, everybody was getting hooked on opioids. That lean, that perk, whatever, dope, dog food, whatever. People been getting hooked in America. The whole America damn near is hooked. Not saying the whole America. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Go to a hood near you and you'll see somebody leaning somewhere. You'll see somebody in front of a store begging. You'll see somebody on the street holding a sign begging. You're gonna see the dope heads around. They all over, all right? But once they realized that this country had an opioid epidemic, and they realized the percentage of the people here were on drugs. Remember, drug heads, they're considered useless eaters, people that's just here to get high every day. What up, Yak? Remember, it's people that live their life to get high every day. Those are considered useless eaters. They are considered the cancer of America, the people that are destroying the country within. That's the blame they put on drug heads. Drugs, we know, destroy communities, destroy households. It destroy the stores. Drug heads destroy every fucking thing. So now that they realize, they already did the math for the numbers. I told you, they study everything. They said how everybody was hooked on drugs. So they said, you know what? Now we're gonna bake a nice cake for all of these drug heads. We're gonna put together a recipe so powerful, man, we're gonna let them all take themselves out. So now you see all the drugs are tainted with fentanyl now. Got you hooked on the opioids, Molly Percocets, promoted it, make you thought it was cool. Everybody's a junkie from teenager on up, the 70. Now we're gonna put all tainted drugs on the street. And guess what? They gotta get that dope. They gotta get that pill. They gotta have that, you know what I'm saying? They gotta get that opioid flow. Now we're gonna taint every drug with it. Even the cocaine, we're gonna taint that too. So that's why, you know, for a fact, these numbers are about to go up, because they already did the math of how many people on drugs. Now they said, look, being that y'all came and comply with all these government programs, you know, we gave y'all a place to get clean needles. Really, we was just doing a tally on y'all. Really, we were just getting y'all name and y'all information. Man, we was just getting a count of all the drug heads. Now we know how many drug heads we got to get rid of. Everything is about numbers. So being that they did the math on all these junkies in America, they said, man, ain't no way in hell we're going to be able to help all these junkies when we can't lock them all up. We need that fentanyl on these streets. So you got deals under the table, behind the scenes, allegedly. All of a sudden, fentanyl rushing like mountains all throughout America. You seen movies about Scarface. You seen Blow. You see how America used to be flooded with cocaine. You saw America flooded with weed. You saw America flooded with crap, but now it's flooded with fake-ass drugs called fentanyl. Which means if you're trying to sell it, man, you got fake-ass drugs. For one, it's synthetic. For two, they're going to try to give your ass 100 years. For three, you killing your own people. So everybody's going to be dying over fucking drugs, basically. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That's part of the warfare, to clean the hood up. Put that fentanyl out there. We got something good for their ass. And it's a form of warfare because it comes from China. So while we always talking about, I told you, I'm talking about China this, China that, oh, we're going to beat. And it ain't going down like that. Because for one, they're making their money over here. Not only are they making their money legally, man, they're probably making their money off them shipments of that Fetty behind the scenes. That's under the table money. 2 for 1. And at the same time, we slaying Americans. They win. So who winning the war? Is America flooding China with drugs? No. I already spoke on how they said right now, every damn near country is exporting here. And basically, we're buying from everybody, but nobody's really buying from America. So that's how the dollars are not really circulating throughout America. America made its money through selling merch. You got to go back into history. Just go back into slavery days and before and all of that. When America was first built, the land of milk and honey. But guess what? Now, ain't nobody really buying nothing from here no more. And all the stuff you thought was American, man, that stuff made overseas now. And some people said that America was made to be a big prison. That's why they sent all the criminals here back in the day. Criminals get sent to America. And people that was what? Being persecuted, outcasts. So this will always be the land of outcasts. But we was taught to think that this country was the prettiest country in the world. Actually, right now, it's looking like the worst. You know why? Because it's all filled with hate, death, and destruction. That's what it is. And to me, it feel like every other country laughing at us right now. That's what it feel like to me. The dollar's done. A lot of people ain't even know the euro been worth more than the American dollar. A lot of people ain't know that because you ain't never really studied money like that. You ain't really been nowhere. You thought America had the most money. No, they don't. No, they don't. But every other country is eating off America. And meanwhile, you got to worry about your kids getting sprayed up when they go to school. That's why I'm telling you, America's gone wild. Now let's get into these shenanigans of this damn ice cream. You see it? You see Walmart. Some people will say Walmart is the Illuminati store. The Waltons. Now, the other day, they released the Juneteenth ice cream. They thought it was cool. They thought it was something cute. And on top of that, it's the knockoff. It's the Walmart brand. It ain't even it ain't even Breyers. It's the Walmart brand. The lowest level brand of ice cream on the shelf when you go to Walmart. And they actually are celebrating slavery on it. Yeah, I understand what Juneteenth. I understand all that, but that's a slave holiday. And I don't care if you get mad. A lot of y'all was trained to celebrate that day. Especially a lot of y'all that you know who I'm talking about. Most of y'all went to college, and most of y'all just happen to be in certain groups. Y'all love to promote that day. But it's still another day of slavery. Whether it was late, early, don't matter. It's a slave day. And what the hell ice cream got to do with slaves? And what the hell? You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So they did a test run. They put it out on the shelf early to see how we was going to perceive it or how we was going to feel about the ice cream. And when they got backlash the day after yesterday, they got backlash, Walmart. Now they're talking about they taking it off the shelf. But this ain't about no damn ice cream. I'm going to show y'all something. What up, Wax? See? Show y'all something, how they be playing. Niggas got mad over ice cream and they took it off the shelf. Which shows you they pick and choose what they want to do. The same way I told you that people could get mad over anything and it could make them actually change laws and change certain things. But, you know, niggas can't come together and get mad unless it's over some ice cream. We've seen the same thing happen with every brand. Let's just go back and look at Gucci. How when Gucci had the so-called blackface and everybody felt a certain way. Remember, some people felt a certain way, some people didn't. My point is, niggas will come together and get mad over ice cream, but when it's something real, niggas ain't gonna come together and stand up. So that was another smack in the face. Meaning, yeah, we hear y'all talk about reparations. We hear y'all talk about all this about the black community. We ain't hear none of that. Oh, when y'all talk about some ice cream, oh, we care about how y'all feel about this. Made some low-down, cheap-ass, chocolate-ass ice cream for Juneteenth. A damn slave holiday. And I don't want nobody trying to tell me what Juneteenth really means. I don't care about none of that. All that shit is slave celebration. That's what it is. To keep reminding you your ass used to be a slave. But we already know all of us wasn't slaves. You see, they can't run that narrative no more. But for some people that embrace that you a slave, will celebrate your slavery day, nigga. Buy some ice cream. And we're going to make money off it. They have you paying for your own stupidity. So what they going to bring out next? A Juneteenth Snicker bar? Juneteenth Little Debbie's? The celebration of a slave day, a slave date, something that's tied into slavery. See, always got to remind you of your slave ancestors. Remember now, your ancestors were slaves. We're going to remind you every chance we get. But when niggas got mad over ice cream, they took that shit off the shelf quick. So how come when we complain about other stuff that's going on, why they act like they don't hear us? But I told you, they like to pacify people. Oh, we're pacified. We take the ice cream off the shelf. But little do you know, they just did a test run anyway. They didn't make a whole lot. They just put it out there to see how you was going to take it in public opinion. Now, if the ice cream would have rocked and went through the cracks and people would have bought it, they would have said, okay, we still got these niggas sleep. They still stupid. But being that they getting a little pushback, they say, okay, a lot of them starting to wake up. Man, they ain't going for that one. That one ain't work too tough. But some people did still support it, and some people thought it was cool and cute. Because some people think anytime they acknowledge one of your holidays or one of your days, it make it special. No, we know goddamn well no slaves was not eating no ice cream back then. We know that. So what the hell does Walmart got to do with them selling some chocolate ice cream and putting Juneteenth on it? Like niggas gonna just run and buy it off the shelf. Showing you how to be playing. And Great Value is that's the lowest brand on the shelf. But niggas got mad over ice cream and they took it down. And some people feel like Walmart is down with the smoke. We know you reverse the letters, martial law. We know these things. We know this is something I was taught a long time ago. Yes, Walmart, they say it is used for storing under certain circumstances. Walmart allegedly could be used as military headquarters. As I was told, when you walk in there and you look at the ceiling, you see them flags, the flags tell you the story. And when you look at them shelves, you'll see all them shelves can be pushed to the side, and that's one big warehouse. We seen when they had to use it for drastic measures and such as things like floods, storms, where they put cots, put people in there that had nowhere to go. Yes, Walmart really are storing houses. They are storage buildings if it ever comes to certain circumstances. Walmart is with a lot of shenanigans. Walmart is the first in America to implement self-checkout, which they already have in mostly all Walmarts now, self-checkout. You go to Walmart, you only gonna see 1 to 3 people running the registers. Some people feel like Walmart is the government. That's why you can't beat their prices. So when we see them put out this ice cream with Juneteenth, that's when we know they playing the game. Because they was trying to see if blacks was going to get mad or blacks was going to celebrate and buy a whole lot off the shelf. But Juneteenth relates with slavery. Now, for all you that acknowledge your ancestors were slaves and you proud of being a descendant of slaves, then you buy that ice cream and you keep celebrating slavery. But for some people that know their history and know that they don't have no ties to that, they don't really care. That's right. They don't really care. That's right. Walmart is with the bull. They also say how Walmart has been losing money in stocks. See, a lot of people don't understand all these wars and all of this stuff got to do with stock markets dropping, money going down, people losing out on investments. But Walmart, let's check it out. This is my whole point. Niggas got mad over the ice cream. They heard us. But when you get mad over anything else, they don't hear what you got to say. I'm talking about the powers that be. But it shows you that protesting, not only protesting, boycotting is what they scared of. But I told y'all, they are scared of militant, disciplined behavior, organized behavior, organized striking, organized boycotting. That's what they are scared of. They ain't scared of no guns. Any product on the shelf, anything in this country, if you protest and stand firm on it, they will listen, they will comply, because it's all about the money. Now you see why everybody is able to do what they want to do. Because I told you, they already know, in my opinion, long as they keep them beefing, we keep them killing each other, we keep them distracted. The number one thing they'll never be able to do, what's that? Come together, organize. Long as they don't come together, organize, we don't have to acknowledge nothing they say out their mouth. You see? That's the game. It ain't getting mad. It ain't all that other stuff. When we say, look, man, we ain't supporting that no more. And they start losing on that stock market, and they start losing, then they be like, they start panicking, and they say, we got to listen to what they're saying. That's the problem. So that's my whole point. They could put out an ice cream, niggas stand up, get mad, and take the ice cream off the shelf. So what about all these other problems we got? That's why I told you, we ain't got no leader. It's nobody putting together no formula for nothing. Okay, I'm gonna go deep for a second. We got the ice cream off the shelf, but why ain't nobody trying to get that 13th Amendment off that Constitution that considered some people 3/5 of a human being, other known as property, aka a slave? So I don't care about no damn ice cream. Nigga, the 13th Amendment is still in effect. But when you're dealing with a kid or a child like people, you can pacify them with some ice cream, because them niggas only gonna fight for ice cream. They ain't gonna fight for nothing. They ain't gonna fight for their rights, but them niggas will fight for some ice cream. Once again, playing. Thank you, Rondell, for sending the supporters. So thank you, all the new people that's pulling up. But we gotta go into this though. Let's check it out. Like I said, look, that's the number one question. That's the $1 million question. Why nobody is not saying take that 13th Amendment off the damn Constitution or remix that? But see, a lot of people don't understand what Lincoln did. Lincoln actually sealed your fate. There was a lot of things going on with that whole Civil War. And it ain't had nothing to do with just blacks being free. Because I told you, they freed niggas in the South. Niggas went up north, started working in warehouses, still getting slaved out. Niggas left the South to go up north to start living a poor lifestyle. That's really what happened back in the day. They was promising you a better life in the North, but really, niggas was getting rich in the South. So they had to trick your ass. And then they put the law in effect of the 13th Amendment on your ass. So you will forever be a slave. That's why I told you, when you break a crime, your ass go back in state property. That is breaking the 13th Amendment, where your ass back in slavery. That's why your ass got to work for free in jail. Free labor. It's certain things you could do to put yourself back in slavery, because that's how it's written. And other than that, you just 3/5 of a human being. Why? Because you got 5 senses. They took 2 of them. One of them they took was your eyes, and they took your hearing. That's why you don't hear the truth. You don't see the truth. And they don't have to tell you the truth, because you ain't going to hear it anyway. And they could do stuff right in your face. You ain't going to see it because they took 2 of your senses. So you're 3/5 of a human being. You ain't got all your senses. You heard about it. He ain't got all his marbles. He ain't got all his smarts. Yeah, that's how they look at you. You ain't got all your senses. You're a little bit step above a horse or a cow. And you know what happened if you kill a dog. You already know what's going to happen to you. Do something foul to a dog or animal and watch how they react to that dog faster than a human life. I'm talking about a particular people. Do something to a dog and watch what happens to you. Because when you hear the saying that a dog is man's best friend, man, that's actually saying they have more love for a dog than human beings that's melanated. But that goes back. You got to remember, all this is in law. So when we talk about racism, man, it's in the law. It's already written that you're less of a human being. So you got a lot of people that know the law. They live according to that law. And some of these police know if they shoot your ass, they ain't really gonna get in no trouble because you consider property. Only it's gonna be what? A civil suit. See that? When you break up somebody's property, it's a civil suit. Car accident, civil suit. Somebody throw a rock through your front window, civil suit. Hit a nigga upside the head with a club, civil suit. Shoot a nigga 3 times, unarmed, civil suit. It's just property. He'd be all right. And this, I'm going to give a disclaimer. I'm going to say allegedly, but this is what be going on. So this is what we got to understand, right? This is deeper than what we think it is. See, a lot of people sold us out. See, all the people that came into power that you thought was for you and was marching and putting all these, let's look back to the Martin Luther King Day, all these days up until now. All of them knew about the 13th Amendment, but they knew goddamn well they better not never challenge that 13th Amendment. And then they had the nerve to say that 13th is a number for bad luck. And then they took that bad luck number and put it on a particular people. The 13th Amendment applies to who? All right. But nobody want to challenge that amendment because the way they got it structured, like I said, if we take out the 13th Amendment, then what about the First Amendment? And what about the Second Amendment? So then they're going to start playing these games. But according to the Constitution, ex-slaves are considered property. So we don't care about no damn ice cream. Because the niggas that buy that ice cream still think they free, and that's the damn joke. That is the joke. Juneteenth, it don't matter whether the slaves was free, late, early. Man, they didn't know, man. Niggas still slaves. It still don't know. It still ain't free. That's the joke when you buy the ice cream. These niggas are asleep. Put the ice cream on the shelf. Brain freeze. Them niggas are frozen in the mind. They don't comprehend nothing that's going on. They worried about ice cream and celebrating Kwanzaa. Them niggas don't know their right foot from their left foot. So that's why I be saying, look, it's nobody coming to help you. Because if nobody ain't coming to stand up for that amendment, you know what I'm saying? The Constitution, if nobody ain't coming up, standing up for reparations, man, you done. And while you've been playing with that, everybody's coming over here taking over. Everybody's coming over here having their way. That's it. So like I said, yeah, it's a time to play. It's a time to laugh. But sometimes I don't feel like playing. Because it ain't nothing to talk about. But we're going to keep seeing mass shootings. Was not America built on mass shooting? Was it not? Did I not just talk about how they had Native boarding schools where they was doing Native American children dirty and they were burying them in unmarked graves after they slayed their parents? It's been going on. America, it doesn't function well if it's too quiet and too peaceful and too much love. America don't work that way. What they told you that this is the habitat of every foul spirit. Every foul spirit walks amongst us right now. Some got a smile, some got whatever, but everybody here walking around damn near is a foul spirit. That's how this country was built. You take it or leave it. It was this country is buried in. All right, let's look at this picture. See, this is how I look. I look at pictures different way. Like you see that couple right there, they sad. But then you see the authorities in the back, they posted up, they chilling. Because to them, it's just another day, another dollar. We getting paid. We riding these SUVs. We don't do shit. But we gonna get paid because our job is to keep our foot on necks. Our job is to let the country go the way it's going. That's my point. A 18-year-old killed his grandmother, jumped in the car, pulled up at the school, got out the car, went into the school, shot up class by class by class, and then you got niggas like, you got them people in the back with the vests on, all this equipment, they want to come up late like they ready to do something. All the work already been put in. Now they want to pull up ready for war. But that's what they get paid to do. They get paid to play with guns, dress up in uniforms every day, and when certain stuff happen, they always late or they ain't know what happened. All of this for one 18-year-old. And like I said earlier, maybe they should have caught the 18-year-old after he shot his grandmother. If some dudes know right now, if you went on the street and smacked somebody and try to run, the police will catch your ass so fast. Your ass won't make it 3 blocks. All this, see, that's what I'm trying to tell you. They get paid all this money to look good. They ain't doing nothing. See that? Family crying right here, walking, distressed. They in the background standing by the Suburban chilling. It's another day on the clock. It's another day's of work. Getting paid. We getting paid to watch all this destruction. Showing you that you ain't safe. Nobody is safe. You got to watch your own ass. You got to be smart out here because there's nobody going to save you. That's what we're looking at, the pattern. You can't go to the grocery store. Somebody going to try to get at you. You can't do this. You can't do that. But America's supposed to be so free and we so safe. But we can't do nothing. And who's the victims? Regular civilians. So on one hand, they shutting down crime. And then on the other hand, they terrorizing the civilians. And no, I would never co-sign crime, but we know a lot of crime existed because, especially when it came to selling drugs and just anything under the table, getting money, I told you that was sustaining families for years. For years, family have sustained hardships in America through something we call hustling. That's what has sustained half of this country. Why you think half of these companies been losing business and losing money and malls shutting down all over America? Because there's no more drug money like it used to be. Because they know particular people have been living off the radar for years and sustaining themselves. So now we must take away their last form of eating. And then we're going to flood their neighborhood with tainted drugs. Then we're going to have them scared to death to go anywhere in life. And this is how we're going to put them in a box and ship their ass off. This is what's going on. So look, this situation just so happened to be a Hispanic brother. He ain't my brother, but his name is Salvador Ramos, whatever. And Salvador just happened to be the home of MS-13, and they love to kill. See, I watch all these code words, all these two first names, all this shenanigans stuff they be doing. Because I told you, they don't never know nothing at first, but after it happened, they know everything. They're going to know everything about this boy, everything. But before that, they ain't know nothing. And you're going to see they always come ready for war when it's already over. We know people that robbed banks and couldn't make it home. And they got in the shootouts trying to, after they robbed the bank, shooting out with the police. This man was able to kill his grandmother, shoot his grandmother, hop in a car, no high-speed chase, pull up at the school, go put in some more work. Nobody still ain't there. Maybe this is a Manchurian candidate for those that know what I'm talking about. Who knows? But all I know for a fact, it's a lot of games being played. Now, let me go to Buffalo, right? Now, Buffalo, this is something I did not know until yesterday because they are still going on about the Buffalo shooting, and they're still going into how people are traumatized, see? And what I've been seeing with this whole Buffalo situation, I keep seeing black people on the news traumatized. Why they ain't showing no white people in Buffalo? I know it's all racist. I know. But my point is this. Oh, I get it. It's because a white boy went and shot it up. But my point is, every day they keep showing black people on the news talking about how they scared and how this is bad. And I don't understand this. I don't understand this and that. So while watching the news, they went to the Tesla warehouse where a lot of blacks work at, and they was outside talking to the news. Then it hit me. Tesla, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the one who brought you Tesla, the one who brought you electric cars. Elon Musk has been trending for what? Buying Twitter. And a lot of people are mad at Elon Musk. Elon Musk stocks have been dropping on certain levels because people are panicking, the rich, because they don't know what his next move is going to be. So some of them have been taking their money out. They don't know where he's standing right now. But I just noticed how Elon Musk bought Twitter. That's been trending. And just so happened, Elon Musk has a warehouse in Buffalo where a lot of black people work at. And just so happened the same week in Buffalo, a mass shooting. And I didn't know that it was a Tesla in Buffalo. I didn't know that. And they had black men on the news talking outside the Tesla warehouse at their job, talking about the shooting and, like I said, how they scared and all this type of stuff. So I don't know what type of subliminal message is being sent, but it's mighty funny. The week this man by Twitter, the week he trended, Elon Musk, and you got people like Ice Cube, all these black people saying, please take me off a Twitter ban. Basically, they trying to say that Elon Musk has a black connection. He's cool with a lot of black people, allegedly. But a lot of black people do work in his warehouse. But it's just funny. The same week he's trending, he got a warehouse in Buffalo. The same week a mass shooting happened in Buffalo. This week, I told you, Hillary Clinton has been trending for lying, for putting FBI people in her dirty work. The people she put under her are telling on her. All of a sudden, mass shooting again. Distraction. All week, I told you, the weekend they've been going hard. You know the conspiracy theorists. They've been saying that the whole monkeypox is orchestrated. They've been saying that all this stuff is put together. And they're blaming all of them for it. They blaming Joe. They blaming Hillary. Man, it's people, conservatives, they going hard. And like I said, they going hard on America. And all of a sudden, more distractions pop out. And now niggas get mad over ice cream. Do you see the game that's played? This is called Distraction 131. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. Distractions. Whenever the people start raising up too much, it got to be a distraction to come next. Told you right now, half the world, majority of the world is focused on real world politics and economics. The other percentage is playing, waiting on trending topics and something to laugh at and something to beef over. But the people that really know what's going on, they feel like they're on a Titanic right now. It's just a couple of holes. And some people feel like this is the year of America hitting its knees. It was people predicting a crash, or people was predicting a lot of shortcomings in, the final quarter. November, December. But now people are saying they feel like this crash is going to happen this summer. All you got to do is see the pattern. So when people ask about good news, guess what? When I told you, there ain't no good news. Really good news is mostly lies, all right? There's no more lies really being put out right now. No more pacifiers. Because this is how the elite alert their peoples. You see, they talk two ways. When they talk to you, you might not hear it or see it, but when they talk to people that know, they get the message. Like when they say they might say the biggest storm in America is hitting Friday. That's how they talk to their peoples. Their people's going to start packing up and get out of town. You're going to sit there and say, well, it might not be that bad. I don't know. We had another storm last week. It was okay. And we made it through that one. See, you're going to sit and contemplate. When they talk to their people, they'll say it one time, and that's the word. Basically, we about to flood this whole city. Get up out of there. They talk to their peoples that way. They'll say it one time. A big tornado, a big storm is coming. The biggest in the world. They people, come on, honey, let's go. Pack up. We out of here. If it blow over, it blow over. Hit, it don't. Either way, we're leaving. Let's go, honey. Boom. You going to sit there and contemplate what's going to happen. And they know that. So my point is they always talk two ways. They talk to their people, and when they talk to you, they already know what's going to go over your head because you mad about ice cream. But you ain't understanding the fact that you were taught to worship Juneteenth, which is a day dealing with slavery, period. Any attachment to slavery, they want your ass to embrace it. It's a lot of things going on, but that's that. Now, also, on a lighter note of things, the U.S. House of Representatives passes a marijuana reform bill to end weed prohibition by removing it from the federal list of controlled substance and also to expunge the record of those convicted of selling marijuana. So another step has been taken for marijuana to be legal in America. all over. You can smoke your brains out coming up soon. You can burn it down wherever you want. You can smoke till you croak. And it's being passed right now, federal law. They're trying to get it passed. They pushing it. It's looking like it's about to go through. Also, a lot of people, they got locked up for selling pounds of weed, did a lot of time for weed. A lot of them going to be coming home. And a lot of people that have been convicted of selling weed, they're going to get it taken off their record. So that's what's being passed right now through the Senate. Everybody's going to be able to smoke till they croak. You dig? This is what's going on in America. Getting high is going to be legal. You dig? Back in the day, it was the alcohol. Fast forward 100 years later, it's the weed. Now, weed is all good. We already know certain states can smoke it, but they're trying to get it federally passed where everybody can smoke everywhere. That's why I'm trying to tell you, once all this weed legal and you can smoke anywhere, a lot of you niggas trying to sell weed, you're going to be struggling. It's people already right now buying weed online, getting shipped straight to their door, the finest strains and the finest bud right now at the crib, chilling. So a nigga on the block trying to sell a bag, man, you ain't going to go nowhere with that. And your bud going to be all dried up because you got packs. You dig? America is about to be a big playground. I'm going to say it again. Weed legal, luxury homes, casinos. You know, they building up all the tourist spots. Why you think they're building all the bridges? When that man Joe put the money into the infrastructure bill, that was to remix the bridges in all of these certain places of tourists, because they're going to make it one network where everything is together, and America's going to be a playland, and the average person working day to day struggling, you ain't even going to be on the list, because guess what? Now we make more money off tourism than your whole community going to work. That whole section right there, when y'all go to work, guess what? This casino make more money than y'all whole neighborhood, y'all whole city. So we don't care about no damn city. Matter of fact, we realize half the people in the city on public assistance anyway. We giving them money. So now we need to focus on this tourism and these immigrants. That's what's going on. My opinion. You heard that saying, living off the hog. Well, guess what? They saying certain Americans been living off the hog so long and they got fat while everybody else starved. So now they about to let some of these immigrants come in and they can get some of this good eating. They're going to let everybody come in and get some good eating now. That is the new agenda. Y'all heard about Agenda 21. Y'all heard about King Alfred plan. Y'all heard about all these different conspiracy theories. But guess what? Man, this the day you going to see it all play out. America got fat while everybody starved. Now everybody's coming to get a plate. Now you're getting put on the bottom. They don't tell you on the news every day about California, how San Francisco is so dirty and nasty, how you can't walk down a block without stepping on human shit or drug needles. To the point where, you know, the playoffs going on, and Charles Barkley said he don't want to go back to Golden State because it's in San Francisco. He said on national TV, man, it's so dirty out there. I don't even want to go out there. It's so disgusting. And they looking at him on national TV like, yo, Charles, you blowing it up right now. Yeah, it's certain cities in America right now look like straight trash, but they ain't going to show you on TV. They ain't going to show you. They ain't going to tell you. People living in tent communities. That's why I told you half the homeless people are on drugs too. So when you see all this Fetty Wap and this lace drug, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, you're going to be seeing dead bodies outside like Vietnam. That's the game they playing. They playing the money game. They playing the economic game right now. And like I said, did you get any money yet? Did you hear anything about a stimulus check? Did you hear anything about anything financially that's going to help you get through what you got to get through? I don't think you did. Because the name of the game is shut up and don't ask for no money. You just shut up. That's it. You shut up. You watch this TV. You worry about these mass shootings, but don't worry about no damn money. All right? That's what you're supposed to be doing right now. So, like I was told a while ago, before it get hot, every year, somebody going to get smoked. You ain't peeped the pattern yet? Somebody gets smoked every May. April, May, before it gets summer, you start seeing random people getting shot. People keep forgetting America run off a system. This same system has been implemented for years and it don't stop. You just don't pay attention to the pattern because you're always distracted. Every year, the same thing happens. Just name a name. Ahmaud Arbery, Sean Bell. Just keep naming names. Eric Garner. Then go look at the dates where it happened at. Always before it get hot, you're going to see the same thing happen again. The same way every year you're going to see niggas get indicted the same month. It's the same shit. Ain't none of this shit new. Ain't none of it no damn conspiracy. It's right in your face. That's why I don't gotta bite my tongue, because this is how America works. You heard America eats its young. Well, America eats its young. They tell you what it is. America eats its young. Soon as you born, you subject to trauma. Where most of your trauma start at? In your household, in your family, and what else? In school, when they first tell you that your ass used to be a slave and your ancestors were slaves, they start eating your brain up as soon as you're born, eating your ass up. The minute you realize, you say, look, I'm in a place where my peoples used to be slaves. I'm in a place where we had to drink from colored water fountains. I'm in a place where I'm less of a human being. You learn that as a child, and your brain quick, before you even get a chance to enjoy your life as a child, they put that trauma right in your brain. America eats its young. They put every sign of doubt. I can't. You can't. They put everything in your head before you even know what a real thought is of failure. And that's what they do. So that's why when I see all this stuff, I ain't surprised, because guess what? It ain't nothing new. It's just a different formula, because it's a system that America runs off. It's a system. That's why you ever heard stay out the system, or you ever heard of certain stuff like that? Because these systems are going to run whether you like it or not. And if you try to stop that machine from running, then you're considered a threat. So that's my point. It's always going to be certain things going on in America, because, you know, America eats its young and one hand wash the other. You dig? Like I said, you see this couple right here mourning in sorrow, and you see them police officers in the background. Business as usual. Another day of work, another day of overtime, another day on the check. Getting that check. That's it. My daughter's in college. My son is going to med school. They don't care about none of that. Because the overseers are the same one who are the officers, and their job is just to watch the people. Their job ain't really to do nothing but watch the people and make sure you don't go against the government. That's it. So that's my point. These are programs. America was run off of bloodshed. We keep forgetting that. So yeah, they can say this. They always gonna keep saying this the worst that ever happened. This the worst we ever seen. No, it ain't. Go in history, you'll see they was doing way worse than what they doing now. There was way more bloodshed. And not only was it bloodshed, it was destroying of the brain. Trauma. Everybody in America has a certain level of trauma. Everybody has a certain level of stress. Everybody in America got some form of a pacifier to try to calm your ass down. Some it might be smoking a blunt. Some it might be a shot of liquor. Some people got to go on vacation. Some people got to go shopping. But no matter what you do, you still brought back to the same topic, trauma. That's what this country was built on. The red, the white, and the blue. Certain things, y'all just, people ain't gonna never understand it. So like I said, yeah, we can laugh and joke. Yeah, we can play around. But at the end of the day, man, ain't nobody playing no more. This shit getting real out here. That's it. And I ain't spreading no fucking fearmonger. Man, this is what it is. Because for real, I'm telling y'all, days like today, I don't even want to pull up because there's no need to. You know why? Because those that listen to me, y'all already know what I've been talking about. Y'all already see it. That's why I told them I don't do this for no fame. I'm letting people know what's going on out here. I make it entertaining because it is entertainment. And I told you, y'all already know my slogan. You ain't got to watch no movies. All you got to do is watch real life now. They put everything in the movies before, but everything they put in the movies, guess what? Now it's playing out in real life. So you ain't got to watch no movie no more. All you got to do is pay attention. The movie right in your face. Matter of fact, you might be starring in a new movie. You dig? That's where we at with it. And when we see it shooting like this like a movie with a weirdo named Salvador Ramos. He might be a Manchurian candidate. And they showed you in that movie how they could take a person and brainwash them and make them do whatever they want to do. And when it's all said and done, they don't even know what they did. So MK Ultra Mind Control ain't nothing special. Nigga, they got a movie on it. And that movie was the second movie because that was the remix with Denzel. Man, they've been telling you about Manchurian candidates. People they brainwash and they don't know they had from their ass. And they shoot up a whole thing and black out, don't even know what they just did. Remember Son of Sam, the 44 killer, the one that was killing all the people in New York? He said he got the message from a dog. He said the dog told him to kill. Or was that the program they had him set up on? You see? That man said a dog told him to kill. A lot of people don't understand it's been scientists studying the human brain for years. They've been studying your brain on how to break your ass down mentally. And they know once they break you down mentally, eventually the body goes with it. So if we destroy all of their mind, eventually we'll destroy all of their body, or they will never be able to come together as one body called a unit. And that's where we are beat at. You can take it or leave it. Niggas will beef and argue till they blue in the face, but guess what? We'll never agree on one thing. We'll never come together for one cause, and that's how we keep getting beat. Period. Niggas ain't disciplined, unaware, think everything is a joke, a fashion statement. Meanwhile, we are losing in life, period. We're losing. Why? We think everything is a damn competition. We think everything is a fad or fashion. Look at my numbers. You see my numbers? My numbers doing big. You see these numbers? What the hell is numbers equal to in real life? Numbers are just fucking numbers. When have numbers changed niggas' life? When has the flyest car changed our life? We know niggas that got a whole bunch of guns. When does that shit change niggas' life? Niggas got guns, niggas got cars, niggas got jewelry, niggas got bank accounts, niggas got everything. But what is that shit changing? Nothing. Nothing at all. Know why? Because they still put some fucking ice cream on the shelf and say, happy celebration, slavery. Yeah, you niggas got a whole lot, but you still slaves of the mind. And you still don't know where you're from. You still don't know your ancestors. You still don't even know what the hell is going on right now. And that's why you ain't a threat. And like I told you, the day before that, 4 black teens killed in South Carolina found dead, scattered throughout the town. 15 to 19, all 4 of the young boys knew each other, but they found them spread out in the town, 2 over here, 2 over there, and nobody knows how it happened. The people in the town are baffled because they said stuff like this don't happen, yet alone 4 black teens dead in one night. And what you see a black man on his phone looking confused. You see a black woman playing with her phone looking confused. They don't know what's going on. It's just some more dead niggas. But my point is, look, we don't know if this was racial. We don't know. But my point is, you see death. This happened before the Texas incident, and this was quiet. They didn't want to talk about this right here. This ain't made national news. It made news a little bit, but it ain't. The other situation in Texas overshadowed this. But this is mysterious because it was 4 dead teens. That's like your son hang with another son and another son. Y'all all live in different neighborhoods. Yeah, they might go to school together. Yeah, they might know each other, but they all got found dead in 24 hours in a small ass city. And unknown how they died right now, unknown who killed them. And as you see, people look like they don't know what the hell is going on. So where's the protection? Where's the security? You see that? Even you see the girl at the scene on the phone playing around. Even she don't take the incident serious. And yeah, it's just a picture, but I'm just showing you signs and symbols of how people are not aware of what's going on. And guess what? It's already too late. It's already too late. Because guess what? You're in a movie right now, and the script is already written. That's it. So those 4 teens were found dead in 24 hours in a small South Carolina town, 15 to 19. The next day, less than 24 hours, this weirdo shoot his grandmother, go to the school. They say he went class by class with an AR-15. He was able to put in all this work. Then at the end, he had a shootout with the police, and they killed him, allegedly. But look how much time he had to put in work. So allegedly, he not only shot his grandmother, they saying as of right now, he shot 21 people. And out of 21, they say 19 were children. So do you see how much time he had to put in all this work? What the hell? I'm going to say this one more time. What the hell is all of this for? These niggas be strapped. They look like they goofies, like he don't know what he ready to do. They got all these guns, all these bulletproof helmets, all this weaponry, but an 18-year-old was able to shoot 21 people like he was ready for war. Then they come late with all the armory, the equipment, the tanks. Now they ready to put in work. Do you see the shenanigans? Because you know why? Some situations, man, they told to stand down, man. That's my opinion. Niggas, they always come war ready when it's already over. But how these mass shooters get to shoot up spots, they get to drive the locations, load up, bust off shots, load up again, and nobody even challenging them. I told you, you in the hood, you try to rob one store and watch how fast they run down on your ass and you get into a shootout quick in the hood. You won't be able to make it. I'm telling you, y'all know what I'm talking about. You be in the hood, you try to rob one store. I'm not promoting, I'm just giving an example. You try to rob a store and think your ass is gonna make it down the block. Watch what happens. But this man was able to shoot his grandmother and go to a school. And they say he crashed at the damn school, got out the car, went through classroom by classroom by classroom. It had all this time to do all that. Mind you, we already seen what happened in Columbine with the trench coat mafia. So this ain't nothing new. We've been seeing schools get shot up. The question is why these schools ain't got no real security. Why they ain't got no armed police on deck. So the police can hit the walkie-talkie when something weird like this happens. They can hit the walkie-talkie, back up, pull up quick, boom. No. Most of these schools, they're not protected. Y'all be around in your city, your community. You see some of these schools are unprotected, especially what? Especially the elementary school. You'll see police at high schools here and there, but elementary school don't have no protection. That's how it go down in America. You on your own out here. That's why you have to educate your children with survival instincts, survival tactics. Because you're not going to always be able to hold their hand. And yes, we were taught to dumb our kids down. Why? Because we say, look, I don't want my child to grow up how I grew up. You know, my parents was hard on me. They didn't let me get this. They didn't let me do that. So I have to baby and pacify my kids. I understand that part too. But my point is now we cannot afford to pacify our children to the point we make them stupid from common sense. We make them stupid from survival instincts. Like, it's some kids that don't know how to cross the street. And I'm talking about, I ain't talking about 5 and 6. It's some kids that don't know how to cross the street. It's some kids that don't know how to ride a bike without training wheels. Don't know how to tie their shoestrings. I'm talking about the respectable age. They should know these things because we was taught to dumb our children down so they won't be aware for the new times that's coming. Guess what? The times that's coming in now, your child got to be 5 times smarter than you was. Look at all the stuff they got to avoid growing up now. Yeah, everything that's going on now already went on, but guess what? It wasn't happening as fast and as much. See? Y'all know what I'm talking about. We ain't got to play stupid. We grown right here. When you wanted to know about certain things, what you had to sneak in your damn parents' room to find out shit. You had to fake like you was asleep to hear ear hustle and shit like that. Your parents told you take your ass in the room. Some of y'all ain't know about no porn and all that until you mess around and went to the VCR. Was an old tape in there with some porno on there, or you seen something like that in your people's room. You ain't know about all that stuff. You discovered it, but now guess what? Your child got a phone, but guess what? They might be watching on that phone. How old are they? Your kids, how old? They got a phone? Oh yeah. Now you want to know why they so fast, right? Now you want to know why they know about this, that, and the third, right? Because they got to grow up faster. The only difference is they growing up faster, they computer savvy, but guess what? They're not fast with common sense. So on that level, kids are being made to be slow. Ask your child if they know their phone number by heart. Ask them if they know their phone number. If they don't know it, make sure they know it. Simple stuff like that. Knowing your phone number. Ask your kid that think they so grown and so smart. Ask them what's their address. See if they know that by heart. And my point is I'm going to show you how common sense is becoming slow. And everything else is becoming fast. Yes, they can work technology fast. But just because you can work technology fast, does it really mean you're smarter? Or does it mean you're just good at the devil's playground? And you lack common sense that God gave you. See that? 2 different worlds. God gave you common sense. The devil gave you the internet and technology. So which one is really make you smarter? Is it common sense? Or is it technology? But we know the technology don't work unless you got common sense. That's the key. But they teaching you to give your kids technology and they be dumb in common sense. Then they want to put labels on your kid like autistic. They want to put labels on them, attention deficit disorder. They can't pay attention. They too stupid to pay attention. They can't sit in the seat. They put all these labels on your kids. And then you feed the stereotype by believing it and you keep them stupid on purpose. This is another warfare. So when we look at the song, The Children of the Future, can we really say that right now? Future of what? Rapping? Oh, all right. Because remember, everything that was official, everything that was meant to help us, it got considered as corny, as lame. It ain't about nothing. See that? We was taught to worship and praise everything that was wrong. But everything that's right is not cool. And everything that's right is really what set us up for the future. So do we have a future? Or do we got to sit here and lie and make up stuff? Well, how the future looking? It look bright or do it look dark? See, these are real questions. So now you understand why the saying fake it till you make it came out. You see, fake it till you make it, meaning, act like everything is okay. Freestyle, wing it, get through, get by, make it look good, make it sound good. But in reality, is it really getting good? That's why I say you can fake it till you make it. But what happened if you actually don't make it? Then you just was faking it, meaning you was wasting time playing around. And then what happened? We all hypocrites. We all say, look, we're going to make it better than the generation before us, but each generation come, they keep dropping the ball. They say it was a particular generation that had the answers that was supposed to rise up. And these particular people that were supposed to rise up, man, they fell. It was a time we seen people wearing African medallions. We seen black conscience becoming a fad. It was cool to know something. It wasn't cool to be stupid. We seen people changing their names and starting to wake up and understanding that we was more than just slaves. It was in the 90s, people started waking up at fast rates, late 80s, early 90s. And then the powers that be, they said, hold up. These people started to wake up a little too fast. And then, boom. Told you, once they dropped that crack cocaine, niggas that was talking black power started smoking that white power. You dig? That household that was running just fine, everybody was going to grandma's house on Sunday when that crack dropped, man, half the family turned into crackheads. Or when the crackhead came to the crib, you had to hide your stuff for grandma's dinner because the crackhead coming and trying to steal something. 9 times out of 10, that was your aunt, your uncle, somebody in your family. Nigga, crack killed everything, man. Go back and study the time we was the most so-called woke, the most so-called ready. Niggas with attitudes, exactly. Public enemy. We ready for whatever. We tired of this shit. Right after that, crack cocaine. Everybody put down a black power fist and they went to go buy some crack rock and put that in their fist. And everybody started holding pipes and mixing it with their weed. Everybody was crackheads and junkies. That's what stopped the revolution, all right? In the 90s. And they said that was Generation X was supposed to come out of that. The ones that learned from the ones before them. Generation X was the generation that was supposed to make a lot of these changes and put in a lot of work and had the answers to a lot of this stuff. That's why X represents the unknown, because that was the unknown generation was supposed to make all the changes. Let me prove it to you a little bit. I don't care who you are, what you say you about. When we look at fashion today, all fashion today, 9 times out of 10 come back from Generation X. Let me school y'all real quick. Generation X made Jordan standard to this day. We made the jewelry with the diamonds in it standard. I'm going to show you all the ignorant shit we made standard. That's Generation X. You talk about Jordans. You talk about Cuban links. You talk about, gold teeth been out, all that. We made it fly. Everything we made, we were the generation pushing the foreigns to the next level, riding on rims. We took luxury to the next level. We took rap to the next level. We took entertainment to the next level. Everything Generation X did, we took to the next level. Except for everything we were supposed to do positive. Except for everything we were supposed to do as a whole to change the world. Yeah, we set a lot of standards on a lot of street stuff, a lot of regular stuff. That's why ain't nothing you see new. We set the standard. They got choppers and ghost guns. We had Tech 9s and Uzis. Same thing. We started spraying the machine guns. When back in the day, they was killing each other with 9s and 38s and 357s. Generation X started all that mass shooting on the block, spraying the block up. It's all ignorance, but I'm going to show you how the energy got misguided. That's my point. The energy got misguided. What you think the Million Man March was about? That happened in 95. That was the proof that you could bring men from all over America to one location and they could be at peace. But on the other side of that token, it was said that the Million Man March was to do a tally to see how many black men was actually on the planet and America still left. Meaning, let me clarify that. For years before that, remember, people didn't used to fill out the census. They had problem with black people filling out the census report. And it was hard to track a lot of black males. So the Million Man March was like a tally. It was like a number count. It was like an estimation of black men and black boys actually in America that has some type of consciousness. They also said that it was tanks and people ready for war under the Million Man March. They say underground, under the Capitol building and all of that. They said it was military waiting for stuff to get out of control. But my point is, they said the Million Man March was a count off, it was a tally to actually see how many black men were still in America with some type of consciousness that had the will to meet up in one location in one day. Because before that, even up until right now, it's hard to calculate actually how many black men is left, because, you know, blacks don't really comply with the census like that. And we know a lot of black men don't have a lot of stuff in their name. So they're kind of untraceable. So the Million Man March was like an event, allegedly, to bring all of these men to one location and do a particular tally. And that tally happened to be, or could allegedly have been, these are the people we gotta watch these people for the future, because this is part of Generation X, and some of these people might rise into being prominent figures because they're already showing a level of consciousness. So you'll see after the Million Man March, what did they do? They turned up the unconsciousness. They started changing the frequency. So a lot of y'all don't understand how the music frequency was changed. You think music frequency got changed because of the years? No. They started changing the frequencies of rap and certain music because they knew certain levels of music would affect certain parts of your brain, and it's easier to make you go against the grain because they know music calms the savage beast. So what they did, they started changing the frequency to awaken the savage beast. To start, my point is this. How many of y'all see somebody walking down the block rapping? How many people y'all saw how many times you see somebody walking down the block with headphones on rapping and look like they crazy? I know you've seen it before. I seen it the other day. If you see a dude walking down the block with headphones, he rapping to the air, he rapping all hard, rapping all crazy. When you look far away, he look like he's retarded. He's like he's sick. But I know he listening. He might be listening to DMX. He might be listening to something, you know what I'm saying? He turned. But my point is certain frequencies they put in the music to actually make you act like that. When you learn about the megahertz and you learn about why they went from records to tapes to CDs, which is a hologram, to now digital. You'll see how they changed the megahertz in the music, because some people don't understand how the megahertz react with your blood. You heard about mood music. Music does play a part of your mood. You know that. So higher ups got in laboratories and they studied the frequency of music, especially hip hop, because it was unknown to them on how could we tweak this damn music to make them perform a little more wickeder. And then you'll understand why they went away from the bass and they started going on the highs and the treble, and why they started speeding up the RPMs. All this was to throw you out of whack and to throw your whole frequency off. And that's when they been said they was going to use hip-hop music for a damn warfare. Because back in the day, rappers started waking up talking about self-destruction, and we need to stop getting high, and we need to get out and do something and clean our life up and get right. They said, hell no. So they started getting more and more foul rappers. They started promoting criminal activity more. I already broke that down about rap. Early 2000s, it was about all those raps was about taking your way, was going to jail. I already broke this stuff down. D Block, a jail block. Who did D Block rap for? The jail niggas. But not only was they rapping for the jail niggas, they was rapping for niggas that was about to go to jail. D Block. State property. When you get locked up, what do they call you, nigga? State property. And then they had the nerve to make clothes. When you look at state property clothes, that shit was patterned after jail clothes. They was prepping you for fucking jail, selling you your own death. It was a whole lot of street games. Murder unit. All these different shit was designed to send your ass to jail. It's niggas that got life in jail that was listening to D-Block 20 years ago. It's niggas locked up, thought they was a trapper like Jeezy. Niggas thought they was a snowman. Niggas still locked up in 2005, listening to the snowman. Nigga woke up, thought he could be the next biggest drug dealer. See that? All that was when they started changing the frequency. But this has been a plan from the late 90s. So I don't want to hear about no drill rap. They already peeped the recipe. Whatever we want these niggas to do, we put it in the music. And all we got to do is shoot a video, get them a visual. They're going to follow suit. So now you see why a couple years ago, why Future got an award for singing about fucking drugs. Molly Percocet, nigga made a hit song about getting high like a junkie. But guess what? If a crackhead in your hood or a junkie in your hood was singing that song or would have wrote it first, it wouldn't have been a hit. See that? You'd be like, man, this fiend nigga writing a song talking about Molly Percocet. I don't want to hear that shit. But if we give it to a rapper to sing it, that's how we get everybody to be drug heads. And that's what they did. So now that everybody's on drugs, now we flood them with the fentanyl. And did Kodak Black not just make a song, say he knew the goddamn perk was fake, but he still took it? Is they still not promoting taking fake drugs on rap? Yes, they are, because rap is a warfare. Whatever we want them to do, we put it in a song, they're going to do it because they stupid. They still buy ice cream with Juneteenth on it. Niggas didn't protest for that song Kodak Black made. Why is this nigga got a song on the radio promoting taking fake pills? Oh, so my child could take a fake pill and die? I told y'all, this is how they sell out. Selling out, oh, when they do the ritual, it's not always going behind doors. Kodak Black did a ritual right in your face where he made a song about death to your children, taking fake pills, put it on the airwaves worldwide. Now, guess how many kids gonna try a fake pill even though they knew it was fake? Because Kodak Black took a fake pill, he ain't die. I could take one too. Put it in a rap. Make it sound good. Niggas gonna go for it every time. That's how this thing works. So this is my point. I told y'all I be trying to look for good news, but it ain't. All I'm seeing is a game plan, right? Which is a blueprint called Get Them Out of Here. That's what I see. Get them out of here, every man for themselves. Look at how we get on every major platform and we destroy it. Everything that's used for coming together, what we do, we use to go against each other. Because I told you, I'm going to say it again. The number one thing they got on us is we will never come together. That's why nobody is scared. Nobody cares. Nobody fears you. The rest of the people that's eating off the hardwood master, they good. They turned their back on you. But they know these people, that's why the last fake leader you had, Black Lives Matter. Let's look at that. Boom. That lady, Patricia, whatever her name is, right? That was the last so-called leader, right? The last so-called movement. Yeah, we know it's fake. We know all that shit, right? But guess what? They still found a way to exploit and destroy that movement. Because any image y'all niggas think y'all got coming together, we're going to destroy that. We're going to show you all your leaders are frauds. And they work for us. That was the whole thing. So I'm going to ask y'all again. Because a lot of y'all out here perpetrating. I know a lot of y'all got that Black Lives Matter hoodie in your closet. I know a lot of y'all got a mask somewhere. You got a bandana. You got something Black Lives Matter, but y'all don't want to wear it now, right? And that's okay. Because you know what? We make mistakes. But what I'm trying to tell you is they make sure your ass ain't got nobody to round you up. They know for a fact they are never going to come together. We got so much beef and bickering and so much nonsense amongst these people. Nigga, they ain't never going to come together. And meanwhile, we got a plan in play to take them out for good. And that's why they found, part of why they found 8.5 kilos of fentanyl. and they said it was enough fentanyl to kill 4 million people. Now, this is the batch they just got, but this is in every hood right now as we speak. Half the people on drugs. It's a drug head born every day. You know why? Because in America, you got trauma, which means bad nerves. When you got bad nerves, somebody gonna say, man, don't worry about that. Try this right here. Take this pill. Or you gonna say, my back hurt because I've been working hard. Somebody gonna say, take this pill. Next thing you know, your ass hooked. Your ass turned out. Or you might be OD. See, the grown-ups, remember, grown-ups got enough sense not to take these drugs. It's the young people you got to worry about now. Remember when you was young, a fiend was an old head and you laughed at him and you didn't play around with him? Now the fiends are young people. They don't have enough sense to know not to take that pill. Try a line of that blow. And in some places like Florida, them niggas crush up pills and put it in their weed. So them niggas gonna be smoking fentanyl. Either way, it don't matter, right? Because fentanyl is the last frontier. You gotta remember everything happened in layers. Fentanyl is the last frontier. For what? For niggas to try to make money and get life in jail, and for niggas that's turned out on drugs to OD. That's the last line right there. Between that and these prices going up, that's where we at right now. So, like I said, 8.5 kilos of fentanyl found in Kentucky. And you're going to also notice all of these drugs are going in areas where mass influx of so-called black people are at. And brown too. I'm just trying to clarify. Melanated people, right? My whole point is this. Death is now acceptable. Death is trendy. Death is trending in America. Bloodshed, pain, suffering, and sorrow. That is the agenda. Whether you like it or not, that's what it is. So if you want some type of sympathy, if you want some type of distraction, you got to find that on your own. And like I said earlier, that was the whole purpose of the ice cream. That whole purpose of the ice cream to see what type of wavelengths your brain operate on, to see if you're going to react like children, to see if you're going to get mad, also to see if you're going to buy it, how many they can sell out. And I'm going to ask this question one more time. Why do people celebrate Juneteenth? I know allegedly why, but it's still tied into a slave holiday. And why are people still so happy to celebrate this thing called slavery? Why? Because Master told you supposed to always remember when you was a slave? Don't forget now, y'all used to be slaves. Buy this ice cream. Have you not been told you was a slave from a child and you grown, you still keep being told the same thing? And we know every other race have been through a lot of pain and suffering too, but they don't keep talking about it all the time. Because they know that race is trauma. And I'm going to say it. Most of y'all that celebrate Juneteenth, y'all was taught to celebrate that through your sororities and fraternities. And who put these sororities and fraternities together? And why did these sororities and fraternities that we call the Boule, why did they come into effect allegedly after slavery? And why allegedly is the Boule considered to be the gatekeepers of the black community? Maybe it's because they were the number one people up under Massa that were taught these traditions, and they were the ones in position and told to pass them down. This is why to this day, you got people that are in college and fraternities and sororities, they think they speak for the people as a whole. And a lot of them are doing good work. and a lot of them are good people. But a lot of them have ego, and they think because they went to school and they're in a particular group, they smarter than the average person. When all you need is common sense, and you could be smarter than a fifth grader too. You got a difference between education, common sense, and then you got a person that's trained. You can train a parakeet to say something. Some of y'all have been to college, but you just been trained to regurgitate what you was told, but you don't understand. Therefore, some of y'all were made to be robots. And you do a lot of things, and you don't even know why you do it, like celebrate Juneteenth. Because you were told to celebrate it. And you were told what it represented. But for all you that celebrate Juneteenth, I want y'all to break down and celebrate the 13th Amendment. I want y'all to fight for that. All right? Anybody of power, I want you to take a stand for the 13th Amendment. And no matter how much you've been to college and school, no matter how much money you got, why they still say you only 3/5 of a human being, even though you got a Benz and a nice house and a nice loan and a nice business, but you still considered 3/5 of a human being. So for all you smart people, you riddle me that and figure that out. And holler back at me later. Other than that, America's gone wild. That's what it is. Now, I spoke on this earlier, because y'all know I'm about to get out of here. Strictly business. I spoke on this earlier, and like I said, this particular shooting happened in South Carolina the day before the Texas shooting. This did not make national news on a wide scale of how 4 black teens were found dead, 15 and 19, and they were scattered around the town. Some would say they were scattered in a form of a ritual. 2 was over here, 2 was over there. And they all died in 24 hours, the same night. Nobody knows how they died. Nobody knows how they got put where they got put. But the whole city is baffled. And this happened before the shooting that happened yesterday in Texas. This shooting was by a man, an 18-year-old named Salvador Ramos, 18 years old. They said he shot his grandmother first with the AR-15. Got in a car, drove to the school, crashed at the school, hopped out the car with the AR, went in the classroom, picking off students class by class. All together, they said he shot 21 people. And now he's dead because they killed him, allegedly. And like I said, they always come after the fact. And you see this man right here, he looks scared and confused, like he don't know what he want to do. Or is he just posing for the camera? Because an 18-year-old put in a whole lot of work and caused a lot of destruction before he was even dealt with. The same exact pattern that happened in Buffalo last week when an 18-year-old drove from his destination 2 hours to go shoot somewhere else up with a lot of guns. We keep hearing the same pattern. Also, let me not forget the mass shooting that happened in a church in California last week. The only difference in that situation was they actually beat up the gunman and tied him up and took his gun. So is this right here a racial shooting again? Because it was a Hispanic man did the shooting. A lot of Hispanic people went to the school. Is it about race? Some situations are, or is it just sick people? Is it the devil against God's children? Is that what this all about? Who knows? Is it politics? Because Hillary and them are in the news? Because Hillary allegedly had FBI people on the payroll spreading fake news, slandering Trump? And some people feel like this is the formula that was used to get Trump out of office. So that's why a lot of people that are Republicans are pissed and mad because they feel like they've been played and they feel like the Democrats been doing a lot of dirty shit. And they mad. And the country is in an uproar. The only difference is it's not on TV. It's behind the scenes. Also, they feel like Biden is behind this monkey apocalypse stuff. This is what's being spoken on as we speak right now. But guess what? It ain't national news. But I will say this Republican Democrat beef is getting very serious because it's a set of Republicans that feel like they got lied to, they got finessed, and the Democrats are playing right now. And they feel like they stole office due to all the fake news and the fake slander. That's what's being spoken on right now. This is not just my opinion. This is breaking. This is real news. It's just that it's not on the TV because the number one news of the day is mass shootings. So, with that being said, we spoke about the mass shootings. And you know, a couple episodes back, what I say, it ain't going to stop. We keep seeing all of these fentanyl arrests, people getting caught with kilos, bricks of a particular synthetic drug that is known to kill off just a little bit. Fentanyl is so powerful. All you need a little, just imagine the tip of a pencil. The tip of a pencil. That much raw fentanyl could make a person OD. So when they caught these 8.5 kilos, they actually estimated it was enough kilos of fentanyl to make 4 million plus people OD. 4,250,000. And once again, I will tell you that the fentanyl allegedly is manufactured in China. So when y'all kept thinking the war with China is this, that, and the third, this war will not be fought with bullets. Half the wars being fought now, fought without bullets. But all you was trained to do was watch out for a gun. Now you got a gun, but you don't even know it's a whole nother war being fought. It's called silent weapons. And these silent weapons got bodies dropping every day around the clock without a war. Did they not just tell you 1 million people just died from C-19? Well, you name a war where 1 million people died at recently. You tell me that. They said 100,000 plus people just OD'd. Which war took place recently where 100,000 people died? Other than the one that just happened right here, called the overdose epidemic. Niggas are dying right here every day. The war is right here. And guess what? The guns ain't gonna stop nothing. It's called what? The system. And you just gonna be a victim of circumstance. That's what it is. So I also spoke on the shooting in Buffalo. And like I said, Elon Musk owns a big Tesla warehouse in Buffalo. The same week the Buffalo shooting happened, Elon Musk is all in the news trending because they say his stocks are dropping due to him buying Twitter. And they saying he's moving so sporadic, how he's moving, they don't know what he's going to do next. And people have been pulling out. But I told you, when I saw these particular black people talking outside the Tesla warehouse about the shooting, and they was talking about how scared they was and all the fear, and it just, a light bulb went in my head. I'm like, man, it's just mighty funny. The shooting happened in Buffalo. They standing outside of Tesla. Tesla owned by Elon Musk. His stock's dropping. People mad at Elon Musk. And it's just a lot of stuff going on. But that's America. America going wild. And I told you, all of this stuff affects the economy. Even that Juneteenth ice cream got to do with the economy. Why? Because I'm pretty sure they thought they was going to make a certain amount of money off of that. But when people protest, they took it off the shelf. I want to say that one last time before I leave. Niggas can come together and get mad over ice cream and they'll listen. They'll take it off the shelf. So why, when people come together and try to fight everything else, they don't listen? But they listen to you when it comes to some ice cream. And why the hell are they celebrating slavery with some damn ice cream when back in them times we ain't eat no ice cream. We wasn't allowed to eat no damn ice cream. And we know when our people was in the field picking and all of that, they wasn't eating no damn ice cream. But they want to be funny and put it on some ice cream and try to make money off it. And I told you, that's the lowest level of ice cream in the damn store. That ain't Breyers. That's the knockoff version. So anyway, there you have it. All you get is ice cream, nigga. That's it. But when we stand up for anything else, we don't get heard. They don't hear us. Kids getting shot down like dog. Everything is a go. But when we get mad of ice cream, they hear us. Then that's the only time they hear us. And my point is, until we learn how to come together as a unit, we ain't never going to be heard or respected. And that's what it is. So that's my opinion. Everybody got their own episode 182. This is business. This is not entertainment. This is work. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It's ugly. But guess what? You just stay on point because it ain't going to stop. Stay out the way. I already told y'all, man. That's enough. I did my job today. I did my part. I told you what's going on. The real news is a lot of Americans are mad. This so-called, what they say, the apocalypse, race war, whatever you want to call it, this whole thing of disgruntled Americans is starting to cook. It's starting to cook. That's all I'm going to tell you. Republicans are pissed at Democrats. The Democrats are in power. A lot of these Democrats are blatantly doing certain things, and people are not feeling it. We know about the conspiracy theorists. We know about all these groups that pay attention to all of this behavior. But what's going on is starting to create an internal war within America. And this had nothing to do with race, because this is allegedly white people fighting each other. And as I was once told, when you see in-house fighting, because that's what's going on, a lot of in-house fighting. When you see in-house fighting, that's when you know you're in the end times. So need I say more? Other than that, it's been a great episode. Whenever I'm here with my people, it's always a good day. Thank you for those that pulled up for the first time. Also, salute to Rondell for sharing that video yesterday, because I did see people that, tapped in from that video. Also, I want to thank everybody that shared my content, everybody that supports me, everybody that put their peoples on. Y'all know I got, each episode is different. Y'all know that. But I've been having to get more focused lately because things are actually getting more real. And you notice this month has been one of the darkest months of the year so far. I don't know if y'all been noticing that. This is one of the darkest months, and it's a whole nother science behind that. And we are going into very, very heated times. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm going to do is tell y'all to pay attention, stay in tune. Look, don't let all this stuff get you down. You got to understand, right? When you got your glasses on, you're going to be able to see everything crystal clear. You're going to see everything as it occurs. But for those that sleep, you might not wake up out this last dream. But by the time you wake up, it's already going to be too late. So I don't know what to tell you. Other than that, man, I see all y'all in here. What's up, Sassy? Good morning. Look, what's up, Miss Deja? That's right, that part. Juicy from the Juice Show. What's good, MTF gang? Salute. Appreciate you pulling up. I appreciate everybody that give me an ear. That's why I'm going to start focusing on people that's in the light. I got to start focusing on those that comprehend. There's some people, they want the juice. You know what I'm saying? Some people want the juice. And some people want the tea. The tea is the gossip. The juice is the power. You feel me? Some people want the juice. They want to know what's really going on. So that's what I'm going to do. L Blue. What's up, L Blue? I see a lot of queens in here today. Couple of bros. Sincere Jackson. What's popping, bro? What's good? Man, this is what I do every day, 7 to 9 a.m. Weekdays, sometime on the weekend. If you new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the all notification bell. Salute Rondell once again, always supporting. My boy Alan from the UK, always on the check-in. Lil Twerker. What's up, Lil Twerker? Y'all already know how we do. Black Barbie 05 from the shop. Mr. X, what's popping, bro? Miss Jackie, what's up, Miss Jackie? Please don't curse me out today. Yeah. Other than that, well, I see Tamara Smith. That's somebody new. Other than that, man, salute to all of y'all that pull up, man. Also, salute to my bro Wax Dog. Wax Dog in the building. Always on time, pulling up. Supporting the bro. Man, other than that, man, love to all of y'all. L Blizz was good. Y'all stay in tune. We made another one, episode 182. I told y'all, by the time people get in tune with this, they already going to be late. This ain't for everybody. The Kim's Reaction Show. What's up? Salute. This ain't for everybody. Remember that. This is for an elite few. Those that can see, those that comprehend, those that got ears to hear, those that got mouths to speak. This is not for anybody. Understand that. So I'm never going to play the number game. But as long as I pull up and the right people get the message, they get touched, I'm doing my job. That's it. And my job is putting in work. And how I put in work with the information. That's what I do. You dig? Not just keep telling you the same thing over and over again, but something you have to do be repetitive because people be listening slow. That's it. Other than that, man, y'all have a good day. I've talked my talk. I rambled enough. You know, if you didn't catch, you go to the beginning. But I told y'all, right? Y'all stay in tune. These mass shootings, they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. Because it's part of the American way. It's sad to say. Why you think we got all this military? Why you think all these weapons? Man, that's the American way. The only difference is a lot of times these weapons is getting in the wrong hands and it's getting in the hands of sick people, and sick people do sick things. But this is the home of trauma. This is the home of the weirdos, and it's always going to be like that. You just protect you and your family. You stay on point. That's all you worry about. Don't be worried about everybody else. You worry about you and yours. That's it. And with that note, man, I'm up out of here. I'll catch y'all tomorrow or whenever I see you. When I see you, y'all already know. Funnel Fan, episode 182. Love to my people, and I'm out. 1.